What's up, y'all? What's poppin'? It's your boy, CC, aka the Petty Poet, aka Chris, whatever it is I'm known by to you. And I'm here with, it's the lights, action, Hollywood.
Oh, that has been my name for so long. Jesus Christ. I love it.
Listen, I love you so much. It's
Same.
like, I think about the day we met all the time. And cause I be thinking about my friends and I be like, my real friends like approach me. Like I was so shy that day at Convergence. That was my first call center job. Child, I didn't know what I was doing. And then you was like, you all right? You nervous? And I'm like, yeah.
You look so cute and innocent. And I'm like, let me go say something to him because he just looked like he lost.
I was.
I was too. But I'm like, maybe we could be lost together.
Period. It was. Oh my God. So thank you so much for coming on my show.
You're very welcome. It's no problem.
No problem. So welcome to No More Closets. So we have a few topics we're going to get into today. But first, I want to send a shout out to anybody going through anything. If you going through a death in your family, a divorce, a breakup, your dog died, whatever it is that doesn't have you at your 100% self, I'm sending love and light out to you right now. I'm going to take a shot for you right now. So my drink, which I don't know if it really came out right. I literally made it 10 minutes ago. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but it's like this strawberry thing it's like strawberry puree. Listen, this drink has stressed me out. Let me tell you. So first of all, the drink called for strawberry puree. One of my friends, one of my best friends sent me this. And so she's like, puree in a tube, who does that? So I was like, well, bitch, I'm finna do that because I don't have time to make strawberry puree. So I went to 2 stores looking for this strawberry puree, couldn't find it. So I was like, well, you know what? I got strawberry daiquiri mix. I'm gonna use that. Then the Grand Marnier, never had it, had no idea what it tastes like, couldn't find it in a small bottle, went to 3 liquor stores, finally found it in a single shot. Okay, cool. So the recipe called for Douce. I had Hennessy. I wasn't going to buy no Douce. I wasn't doing it. So it's the short. So, I get home. No strawberry daiquiri mix. Have no idea where it is. So guess what I had to do? Make strawberry puree.
Oh, no.
I literally made strawberry puree 10 minutes ago. And, put it in here with the little Calypso strawberry lemonade, the Hennessy, and the Grand Marnier, however you say it, on top. And I put it together and she's good.
Okay. So tell me how it tastes.
It tastes like it could be a daiquiri. It tastes almost like a strawberry henny daiquiri, to be honest.
Oh, strawberry henny daiquiri. Okay. Well, me, I just took 2 shots of tequila before I got on here, and I'm gonna be drinking this.
That good one. Yeah, I'm here for it. So I'm gonna get through my little shit, and then we're gonna get into our topics. So typically, I have a Man Crush Monday. By the time this episode airs, it'll probably be later this month. But so my Man Crush Monday is actually my brother Ron. And his birthday, he's a Libra child. Lord Jesus.
Oh, my brother Libra too.
Really? What?
Yeah.
So shout out to you, Ron. You're my Man Crush Monday. I hope you have a great birthday. And you got a Man Crush Monday you want to share? Anybody you want to give a shout out to? Okay. And so my Woman Crush Wednesday is actually gonna be my bestie that sent me this drink, Charnel. So you're in my Woman Crush Wednesday. Her birthday is the 24th. I think that's next week. I think so. Yep, that is. So shout out to her. She completed nursing school this year.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
while being pregnant, she just had a baby in July. Like,
Ooh,
just moved into a new apartment, started a new job. Like, I don't mean to put her business out there, but I'm just so proud of her. She did the damn thing for real.
definitely.
Like,
Congratulations to her on all the accomplishments and may many more keep pouring in. That's awesome.
absolutely. You got a woman crush Wednesday you want to give a shout out to?
Um, I do. My cousin Shavandra. I don't know if she gonna see this. I might tell her to look at it, but yeah, she doing the dang thing. She working 2 jobs. She got her own business. She don't have any kids though, but she just always there when I need her
Period.
and everybody else, and she's always there for my kids too. So I gotta shout her out.
Period. Shout out to you, girl. Do your thing. Period. And then I have a stone of the week. It's called Sea Opal. I don't know if you can see that. It's like she look a little crazy. But I'm gonna post the stone in the actual video. But sea opal, the divinatory meaning of sea opal is claiming rather than denying your past, satisfaction through personal development, accepting a situation in its entirety, not just the good or the easy parts. Understanding replaces judgment, striving towards authentic, balanced living. And so this is actually it represents the sign of Cancer, but it goes for the sign, any water sign. So I don't know if that resonates with you because I know you're a water sign too. But and then some affirmations we have is I absorb positive vibrations. My hidden emotions are surfacing. My energies are balanced, and I harmoniously embrace opposing qualities.
Mm.
So that's a good one. I feel like that kind of goes a little bit in line with one of my last episodes, shadow work. And it's just kind of accepting the good and the bad things about your past and within yourself. And I think that's where I am at in my life is I'm taking, as far as my past, I'm taking the good and leaving the bad. Like, I mean, we all have had bad situations with people, but I'm leaving the bad situations and just holding on to the good memories and good situations. And that's all I'm taking forward with the lessons. And that's it.
See that could be possible. Like I could definitely see that being possible. Just learn from the bad can be the lessons learned, and
Yeah.
then like you said, continue to take the good memories on and moving forward. Yeah, no need of holding on to that negativity.
And I think I agree that it really comes with understanding. I feel like there's a lot of situations that I've been put in where is the music too loud? Can you even hear the music?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
This computer, like, she tunes everything else out but me. Child, Beyonce is loud back here. But damn it, my train of thought. Um, oh fuck. What was I
You let
thinking?
the music throw you off?
Huh?
You let the music throw you off?
It did, because it was so loud, because it's like right here. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. What was it? Oh, understanding. So there are some situations that I've been in where I realized once I had understanding of the situation and why I had to go through that to get to wherever or whatever transpired from that, it was easy for me to accept that situation and just release it.
Mhm.
So, but I want to get into this conversation with you. And before I do, I saw something on Facebook that I wanted to ask you to open up our conversation. So you have a blue door and a red door. The blue door, you can go back in time and fix all your mistakes. Or the red door, you get 10 million in cash. Which would you choose and why?
10 million.
Huh?
The 10 million.
Period. Why would you choose the 10 million?
Because I feel like most of my past is what made me to who I am. I really don't want to change anything about my past because I wouldn't be me.
I agree.
So that's just that. And then 10 million can really solve the majority of my issues that I have right now. So yeah, definitely I'm going for the 10 million.
I agree. That would be my pick as well. I feel like I made peace with a lot of my past and even the mistakes that I've made. So it's like, I don't need to change them because that made me me. I wouldn't be me if I wouldn't have made those decisions and those mistakes. But that 10 mil though.
Mm-hmm.
That 10 mil, I can do a lot with her. So I know where that's gonna take me. I don't know what's gonna happen if I fix all that. I know where that's gonna take me.
Exactly.
Period. So the topic I'm most anxious, I think, to get into with you is, and I was thinking about it as I was speeding home. So your partner gives you loyalty, like y'all have this strong connection, but the sex is whack. So I was really thinking, like, I was speeding and I was like, I just had so many questions popping into my head about this topic. So because sex isn't everything in a relationship. It's not everything, but I do feel it's
to some people.
To some people.
Yeah.
To some people. I do feel that it is important. Because I think in this time with me being single, I've really kind of grew into my own sexuality and being confident with myself and knowing what I like and what I don't like in the bedroom. So to go to a partner that doesn't know how to please me or just incapable, it's like, but they have all the other qualities. So it's like, do you stay with that person? Or if you stay, would you be settling?
You can still see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. Okay, so hold on, because somebody called me so bad trying to get it off. Okay, I'm back. So for me, honestly, I like good sex. Everybody loves good sex. Okay, but I think that I would have to settle. I would have to find a way to make it better or like please myself, because if he has all the other qualities and his sex whack, then we either gonna have to bring some toys in the bedroom. I have to show him a couple of things. Something. I would really try to work on showing him versus just cheating or leaving, especially if he can do everything else correctly. Understand me, communicate. Just like it's a lot that that a man need to do besides just getting your rocks out.
Right, I agree. And
so I wouldn't be able to just leave.
But no, and I feel you because it's like, because I feel like I think, and you've been in this situation too. I mean, I've been in situations where the sex was bomb, but the connection was toxic and trash. So I had to pull so much weight and bring so much more to the table because this person was just lacking, but you could please me, but that was it. And that was
right. Question. Okay. How long did you stay in that toxic relationship? Was it because of sex, or was it more so because of feelings, like being in love with that person?
I think in that situation, I actually strongly had feelings for that person. I would even go as far as to say I love that person. So I think it was more so of that.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, it was the person I was with when you met me. That person. So like there was a lot of lacking in that situation, but like our sexual chemistry was undeniable. It was
Yeah.
like fire. It was like it was real hot, but it was like that was it.
Yeah. Them the worst though, because you never want to leave them. Like you don't. And because even though like it's the sex is bomb, it's also a vibe that comes with that sex. Like it's not just sex when you messing with somebody who knows your body.
Right.
Like you get to that point or that climax of that person, and or they can take you there every single time, like never a miss. Like y'all have a special connection, so it's kind of hard to just like cut them off too and let them go. Like that takes a lot of energy.
It does. But me being who I am today, um, and I've said this in previous episodes, but I honestly feel like I haven't had like a healthy sexual relationship in any of my past relationships. Like not like I help like and I guess what can be defined as healthy, but like just I mean, but I get consistent. Like, I mean, I feel like because of who I am now and I know what I like, I know how often I would like to have sex. I mean, I know I'm not, I mean, one, two, maybe three times a week, but one at least a week. But like to go, there's situations like where we would go months.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course, there were other underlying issues, communication issues. If we're arguing and bickering and we just not on that level, like I can't fuck with you. But
Yeah.
I want to experience a relationship where it's like we both like we kind of match each other because I know now that I can't be with someone with a low sex drive.
Yeah.
At least a medium to high. Like we got to find a medium, like kind of be along the same level. And then I want to see what that's like.
Yeah.
So, but to be with someone, I don't think, I don't know. Like, I don't, because I've been in situations where the partner hasn't pleased me, but we were
Mhm.
together for like 2, 3 years. And it was like, we barely had, I didn't want to do it because it was like, I wasn't fulfilled. And I don't think I can do that. But also, I don't, maybe it was a trust thing and my body, I didn't trust him. So my body didn't trust him. But I feel like if it was a situation where everything, like he checked every other box except for that one, like I wouldn't mind teaching and
Right.
and us trying different things because it's like for me, it's not just about the act itself. It's other things in that turns me on and that can get me there besides whether your stroke game is on point.
Right.
I like a dude that really, if I feel like he can handle me and he got me, like I'm in it. And he talking that good shit, not no slapping like bitch taking you ain't talking that, but like just talking shit like, yeah, you like that, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Just
shit.
like good. Yeah.
Yes, like that turns me on. So I feel like in a situation like that, I feel like I will have to experience it. I can't say.
Okay. So when you're, my thing is in the beginning,
Okay.
are you telling them? Because a lot of people be afraid to have these conversations when you're talking or when you first meet somebody. But sometimes you got to get down to the nitty gritty. Like I don't fuck all that being cute shit. I don't want to know like your favorite color. I don't want to know what's your favorite food. I don't really want to know that shit. I want to know like what's wrong with you. Were you abused? Were you molested as a child? Like, were you? Because it's a lot of boys that were raped by women, and they don't think they were raped. Like, I talked to boys that, oh, I started having sex when I was 9. I say, well, who was hunching on you at 9? Right. You do know that. And he was like, oh, well, she was 14. Baby, you was raped. That's not, you didn't know what you was doing at 9.
No, not at all.
They really don't understand that. I said, that's traumatized. I said, you really was raped, whether you know it or not. And he was like, no. I said, yeah. I said, you keep denying it. I'm on a call. Boom. My bad.
You good?
I still do it. But no, and like the more I talk to guys and they tell me about their first time, that it wasn't normal. It's not a normal first time. And that is so bothersome to me. So like now, before I start talking to anybody, because I am single, I'm not really looking to be in a relationship. But when I do talk to people, like, baby, I need to know your worst. I don't want to know about your best. We can figure that out later. But let me know what the trauma is that you bringing to me, because you finna pull me into this mess that you got going on. So just let me know up front what the problem is, so I can choose whether I want to be involved with that or not.
I agree.
Because it's a lot about a person. Like we got it backwards with asking them they likes and dislikes as far as food, colors, and clothing, hairstyle. No.
It's all that shit.
But yeah, tell me about your childhood trauma, baby. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
I love that. And to be honest with you, because it's like I'm actively dating, but I'm not. Like if it happens, it happens. But to be honest, I feel like almost I'm a little too busy to really wait. I'm on a money chase right now. So I'm grinding, I'm getting this money, I'm trying to get this show off the ground, get this music going, these books, like I got a lot. Yeah. So for me to date would require me to sacrifice time. And that's just not that I feel like I'm completely willing to sacrifice right now, unless it's the right person. Like it has to flow. But I never thought about it that way. And you're absolutely right. And to be honest, I feel like I want to take that approach going forward, because anybody that's actually wanting to talk and date would be okay with answering those questions, I feel like.
Yeah, because it's what are you dating me for? What is the purpose of us dating? Are we just about to be fucking? You trying to get a vibe? Are you dating? Because at the age where we are now, a lot of people are dating for marriage. Like they're not just talking to you just to talk to you. So with me, like coming in, baby, I need to know these things. And a lot of people are afraid to ask. Like, I don't know them. I don't feel comfortable answering those questions. But baby, you want to lay with me. You want to put dick in me, but you don't want to tell me about your life. No, we can't have that. You have to be able to open up. You got to be able to have a conversation.
So have you ever had any situations where that didn't go over well?
With asking?
Yeah.
No. I mean, it'll take them back a bit, because they'll be like, well, dang, I never had anybody ask me anything like that, or anyone to be interested in me. I said, because what are you dating for? Like, if you're telling me you want to be with me, you want to get serious, you want to meet my kids, you're going to have to answer questions. So they don't have a problem answering the questions. It's more of them being shocked that I'm interested or wanting to know this information from them.
I really like that, ShaLonda. Like, I really like that a lot. And I guess I've never thought to approach it from that way. But see, a lot of the guys that approach me, and I don't know if it's because I'm in Atlanta or what, but it's like dudes will approach me and be like, yeah, I want to get to know you. Yeah, you seem cool. But then it's like, but that's not really what you want. You really want to. It's what you want to date now. But for my thing is, it's like, just be honest about that up front. I had a dude, we talked for 3 months. Like 3 months. This was last year. And to be honest, I don't really take dudes seriously here. Like, you really got to show me something different to really catch my attention. So like, he would make plans and be like, oh, I'm off on Sunday, let's chill. I really want to get to know you. Like, can we chill? Can we talk? Can we vibe? And I would make the plans with him, but I will also make plans to go to the movies. Because I never took him seriously. And so
Right.
it would be, there was at least like 2 times where he was like, so are we good for 3 o'clock? And I'm like, oh, can we meet up at 5? I'm actually about to walk into the movies. And we played this mouse game for 3 months. I didn't even realize it had been 3 months. So I finally let him come over and chill with me. And it was late night, so I knew what the vibe was going to give. So
Yeah.
right here, I was actually feeling his vibe. We did the do whatever. And then he blocked me.
Mm.
Like he chased me for 3 months. All he wanted was some ass. And once he got it,
Welcome to my world, baby. Welcome to my world. Because listen, when I and see, but my thing is that, and I'm gonna bring discernment into this conversation.
okay.
Like, wait a minute. Pause for a second.
Okay, good.
See, that's the problem with having kids. All right.
No, you good. You good.
Okay. Okay, back to I'm gonna put, like I said, I'm gonna bring discernment into it.
Okay.
So you get a feeling in your stomach. The whole reason why you was avoiding him, you knew what that nigga wanted.
Yeah.
You already knew. So when you giving in, it was just like, okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead on and see what it's about. When you ain't really even have to, you could have just left it alone.
Yeah. Hey.
Say hello, and then say goodbye. Bye bye. Go ahead. Go ahead. Chris, this is gonna be y'all. Excuse us.
You good. Child, this is real life, honey. This is real life. Period.
All right. All right. So again, discernment. You had that feeling in your stomach. You knew he wasn't right, but you gave in just to see because he kept at you. Sometimes you just have to let them niggas be.
You're right.
Because I ask all the time before I start talking to people, give me a choice. Don't take my choice away from me. Let me make the decision whether I want to talk to you or not by letting me know what's your situation.
Right.
A lot of them won't because they feel like, well, I feel like you ain't going to talk to me. Okay, but that's my choice.
Exactly.
Lay everything flat on the table so that way I can make a proper decision whether I want to deal with you or not. And that's it. That's it. But they never will. They never do.
And that's the thing. And it's like, and to be honest, you're right. It really comes down to discernment because and I'm noticing it now more than ever. It's like I look back at situations and I'll be like, why do I never want to link up with this person? Or why I never want to hang out with her? Or why I never want to do this? Like, I met a girl earlier this year, and it's like she's invited me out a couple times, and cool as can be, but something in my spirit just be like, whenever she be like, hey, let's go here, I'll be like, oh, okay. And I'll be like, I sit right here on the couch and be like, girl, I don't feel I don't feel
Listen, I just told God that I am no longer trying to make decisions on my own anymore because I'm always wrong. I'm always wrong. And so I told him, so when he gives me that feeling that we call it intuition or whatever, I'm going to call it, it's discernment. It's the Lord telling you, no, don't do it. If you get that feeling, you don't need to do it. Don't try to give nobody the benefit of the doubt. When you get that feeling, leave them alone. That'll cause you less headache in the future. That's how I'm gonna put it. If you are so strongly against like dealing with this individual, we're so afraid of hurting other people's feelings or people saying like, oh, they nasty, they this. No, it's not that. It's just that we're not vibing. And before I even put myself in a situation to where it gets nasty or bad, I just rather not deal with it, period. I'm just not going to put myself in it at all. So sometimes you got to be a little, I would call it nice, nasty. Sometimes you got
nice, nasty. I love it.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that a little bit.
I think for me, where I it's like I get to questioning the discernment. So it's like I'll get to overthinking, and so I'm like, well, are you just being mean? Like, are you just like doing too much? Or I'll question myself, and then it's like because sometimes I overthink. There's been situations where it'll be like, nah, I don't really want to go there, and then I'll be like, but I'm gonna go anyway. And then sometimes I actually do have a good time. It actually be rewarding going.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like you was just in your head about it. So now
Yeah.
I think I use that in every situation where it's like, so are you really saying no because you don't want to do this, or are you just
Right.
overthinking it?
So that's gonna be something with you where because I'm an overthinker as well. But I feel like I'm also, or I have been in enough situations to know whether or not I'm a really want to, I'm want to do that or not.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I'm at a point now whether I don't give a fuck if I missed out on a good time because I decided to stay home because I felt some type of way about who I might have been going with. I'm at that point. So it's because I've so much stuff that happened with dealing with people and putting my trust and it's being like misused with so many people that I'm to the point where I'm more worried about me versus them.
Absolutely. I agree.
So sometimes I feel a little selfish, just a little bit, especially with your vibe, your energy, your aura, your vibration, all the words they be using. Everybody is not supposed to be allowed to be let in to even feel, I'm gonna say, your vibration, your energy, your vibe, whatever. Some people shouldn't even be close to you in your circle to get any of that. And I'm learning that.
And I think I'm learning that too. I feel like, and I'll be honest, I'm really in the beginning stages of learning that because when I first heard that, because I'll be listening to my readers and stuff. So one of them said that just like that, as a matter of fact. So I know it's confirmation. And so I was like, but is that a little cocky? Sometimes, like, is that a little cocky? Is that a little conceited to say? But to be honest, no, it's not, because it's the truth. Because everyone doesn't have good intentions, and everyone really does not deserve that energy from you.
Nope.
Or at all, or to be around you. And it's facts. But it's also, I mean, and in certain situations, shit, it's vice versa. I may not deserve to be in someone else's energy. So it's just like it's give and take. But I feel like I'm learning that too, listening to it more and more, for real. Like for real.
It's a growing process. You gotta know that everybody ain't gonna be your friend, which we learned that when we was in high school. So everybody can't be your friend, or it's not gonna be your friend. But you gotta make sure you good, because if you're not good, then who else gonna look out for you?
Exactly.
So yeah,
I agree with that. I'm trying to look up. It was something else you said. I had took screenshots. Hold on.
talking about them cheaters.
Listen. So, and I don't judge anybody that does. This is just my personal thing. Personally, I cannot deal with a married man. Like, whenever I know, it's like it's a complete shutdown. And I feel like I've run into that so much. And dudes be like, I literally had to just block a dude. Because,
Yeah.
like, I'm married. And I was like, well, I don't deal with married men. He was like, well, we can be friends. And I'm like, what kind of friend do you want to be? Talking about the friend that, if we get together, we get drunk, and then we don't know what happens when we get drunk. Uh-uh. You're not finna play in my face. And I'll tell them straight up. Sometimes I'll be like, I believe in karma. I don't do that because me personally, which I've been married twice, I feel like for a person that has been married, I hold marriage to such a high regard that I would never want to do that. Like intentionally. I have done it unintentionally, and once I found out, like, it was just cold turkey. Like, I don't care how good the sex was. Like, no.
Yeah.
But to me, I just, and I hate to say this because I feel like he gonna watch this, but I feel like I wish the men that my ex-husband cheated with would have sent his ass home or turned him away and said, whether they knew, didn't knew, or when they found out, like, been like, no, I can't deal with you. Go home and fix whatever you got going on with him. And that's what I tell them. Like, I'm not your fantasy. I'm not your quick getaway. I was a main bitch, the only bitch. Well, mostly the only bitch, but the main bitch. I can't go from, I didn't play side bitch to my ex-husband. I'm not finna play side bitch to nobody else.
Right.
And I wish somebody would have just sent his ass home and said, no, go figure your shit out over there. I'm not dealing with you. None of them did. That's a story for a different time. No shade though, because we really we really, really are. Shout out to him because, like, it's all love. But for real though, and genuinely, I wish that they would have and had been man enough to just say, I'm not going to deal with you because you're married.
Right.
I don't know what your situation is, whether you're lying or not, I don't know. But if you really want something with me, then you need to end it with him. And then you can step to me properly. And
Correct.
that's how I feel. So I encounter so many men and they want me so bad. They be so bad. I had that last dude I just blocked, child. He talking about he was ready to come see me every other weekend, fly me up to Virginia and all of this. And I'm like, but where's your wife at through all this? Like,
Yeah.
what are you
Because
telling?
he's ready to crash out.
So, and it's a no for me. The minute I find out you're married, it's like, no, you can't talk to me because if you really want something real with me, is somebody coming to my door? Oh, okay. I have to look. I'll be like, hold up. I'm also expecting my package, and Bath and Body Works lost my package, but I'll tell you about that later. But it's like the minute I find out they're married, I have to stop it. I don't want to entertain anybody that's married. I don't want to be your side thing. I don't want to be your escape. If you're that unhappy, either fix your marriage or leave your marriage.
Right.
And that's what it is. So, what's your position on that? Because you brought up this topic.
I'm with you. I am with you 100%. When I don't deal with men that are married, I don't deal with men that are separated because bitch, you still married. And that's just me. And like you said, I'm a firm believer in karma, but I think like they really don't feel like they cheating. I just had one recently who called me from my Facebook Messenger. I answered the phone. I'm like, okay, what's up? What you want? He was like, oh, well, I just want to shoot my shot. I said, you're married. I said, I seen you and your wife. Y'all are real happy. He said, oh, we are real happy. He said, she ain't going nowhere and I ain't going nowhere. I said, well, what you want with me? He was like, oh, I don't have no motive behind this. I just want to get to know you, spend time with you. He said, I want you to learn my likes and dislikes. I said, sir, that's what your wife is for, to know your likes and dislikes. I said, y'all can't be too happy because you're trying to talk to me. He was like, No, I just want to be your friend. You look like you. No, I don't look like shit. Nothing. What do you want, sir? And he was just like, I could just come over to your house, brain. You can do my hair. I say, no, nigga. Like, and he really didn't find anything wrong with what he was saying. And he was like, him and his wife was good. And I'm like, if y'all so good, what are you thinking? And I really feel like because I'm a single mom, one, I feel like that's why they all in my DM. Baby, I'm not that hard up for no penis. I'm really not.
Period.
Listen, don't ever let it fool you because I have kids that's gonna be the reason why I want to be with you and you have a whole family at home. It'll never be like that.
Right.
I don't want to be second. I don't want to be hidden. There's nothing wrong with me. I don't want you to hide me. I don't want to have date night at home, in my bed, and I cook, and that's our date. Like, nigga, are you crazy? I'm not gonna be, like you said, second to none. And I've never been married. I've been engaged twice, but I've never been married, and that's because like I'm not finna go into that with you already cheating and doing stuff that you're not supposed to be doing, because I mean that you're not gonna respect me once we get to that point. So there's no need. I wouldn't. Like you said, once they tell me that they're married or I see they're married, it's a complete turn off. Another one, he told me he was separated from his wife. They had been married for 10 years. They had only been separated for 4 months.
Oh, child.
Listen, I said, so why won't you get a divorce if y'all separated? Oh, I ain't paying for it. If she want a divorce so bad she could pay for it. I said, that lets me know you don't want a divorce. You still want to go home to your wife. I said, so y'all need to fix whatever y'all got going on. And you continue to not talk to anyone. I guess he thought I was playing, because see, that was like maybe a month ago, and he called me again yesterday, and he was like, you still ain't gonna talk to me? No. Nothing has changed from last month until now. I said, you got a divorce? He was like, no. I said, I don't get down like that. I can't, I won't. I seen how it devastated my mom when my father cheated on her and they were married from the time they were, what, I'm gonna say 1920 up until my mom passed. So, but he was a cheater. I thought she knew he was a cheater. I didn't. I found out in high school. But when I came to her and I told her, she put me in my lane. She was like, that's my husband, that's your daddy. Let me deal with that and let him be your daddy. But she told me, which I feel like was crazy. She was like, you have to pick your poison with me. And she said, she said he don't do drugs. He's not an alcoholic. He bring home his check. She said all he do is he cheat from time to time. She said she could deal with it. I left it alone. That's your man. You do what you want with your man. But me, you gonna have to come all the way correct, because I ain't accepting none of that, because I feel like if I can do all that, if I could be faithful to you, if I could come home to you, do for you whatever you need me to do, and be all these things for you without putting another person into our space, I feel like you should be able to do the same thing.
I agree.
So it's not, I ain't with that what's good for the goose is good for the gander, all that cheating, you gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat. No, nigga, once we decide to do this is what it's gonna be. So I need to make sure it's right. So I'm just totally against married men. I don't even like dealing with people who, if you got a girlfriend, I don't want you. I don't want to share my meat. I just don't want to share my meat.
And I think that's what a lot of men don't get. They feel like they're good at juggling, but you ain't never had a bitch like me, because when I want your time, I want your time. And when I can't have it, it's an issue.
It's definitely an issue.
I don't want to have to be understanding. I don't want to have to be forced to, well, you know my situation. This ain't no Erykah Badu shit, bitch. I'll see you next lifetime, because I'm not there. I don't like to share. I don't. Like, I've had there was a dude, and he was so sweet, and we would have these long conversations, And I ended up blocking him because he would tell me, he's like, I'm going through a divorce. I'm like, okay. He was like, we ended it. It's whatever. We're going through the process, this, that, and the third. And so I did. We entertained. I slept with him one time.
Yeah.
But what started becoming red flags for me is when he would just disappear for days at a time. Or like it would just get weird. Like he could only see me during certain times. And I mean, I had a busy schedule. So it's like we would never see each other. And then I would be like, so when I would just straight up ask him, so what's going on with your divorce? He would ignore the text. So when I would talk to him, I'm like, so what's going on with your divorce? I asked you, but you didn't respond. And he'd be like, oh, I know I didn't respond. I didn't want to talk about it. Okay.
Block.
What? What? Like, but what really fucked me up with him, and I should have known that he only wanted sex. But and the sex wasn't even all that. It wasn't all that. But what really fucked me up with him was he was like talking music. So to me, that got my attention more than anything. Cause he was like, yeah, I got a studio, I got access to a studio, da 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 da. And like, you really talented. I've heard your music. So he's just like, whatever he did his homework. Like he did his homework now. He was like, I heard this song, I heard that. Like, I feel like this could have been a little better. Like, this is where I see, like, he got my mind by talking about my passion.
Right.
But then after you got what you wanted, it was, well, it would be a little bit too much on my plate to really invest in your career like that. And I was like, oh, so that's what you did.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
That's so bothersome to me for someone to do so much research, put so much energy into getting me. And then once you get what you want, I'm just so easily to toss away.
Exactly.
It's so bothersome. Like you went through all that time and energy you put, bitch. You should have been doing that with your people. Maybe it'll work then.
Right.
Because if you're taking the time and energy to learn me so that way you can manipulate me, then that's crazy.
Yes, that was the devil. Oh,
yes. Yes.
And I blocked him without child. I didn't even second guess. He was blocked.
As he should have been. Because to me, that's too much. That's entirely too much. And I feel that way about people who actually, one dude that I was in a relationship with, my last child's father, like we used to talk in the 10th grade. You had been chasing me since we were in the 10th grade. Wow. You proposed to me, we get a child, then all of a sudden you don't want it no more. Now all of a sudden you want it back. Nigga, no. That's too much for me. That's too much. Don't take me through all that. Then tell me you don't. Then you go out there and you see what it's like after you done been with me. Now you want to come back. I don't want you back. Stay out there where you thought it was sweet at. Don't come back. Don't come back. Because like they say, the grass ain't always greener, because a lot of bitches not gonna be understanding like how I would be understanding with you. Right. A lot of females gonna take that from you. A lot of women aren't like that these days. It's a different breed. It's a totally different breed of female that's out here nowadays. It's a totally different breed of male that's out here nowadays. Like these up and comings are totally different.
Hey, city girls. Like for real. Like these chicks out here, and even these bottoms, even in the gay community, it's all about the dollar. It's what they get from a nigga. How much, what you doing? Like, are you cashing me out? And it's like, what?
Yep. And it be like, cause I'm always around, my presence around dudes is heavy. Like I'm always around a lot of fellas just because of my brothers, my brother homeboys, like I would rather sit around them and listen and take heed to what's going on versus sitting around a group of females and so a bunch of women like chat. I could do it sometimes. I really can't handle that. But like you learn a lot listening to them talk and how easy it is to get a woman now and use them by doing little like giving them a little money, buying them outfit, getting their nails done, getting this, getting that. I was like, oh baby, that don't work for me. That you doing that, buying a nice buy a bag, buy some shoes, take them out of town. I need more than just that.
Because I can do that.
Exactly. I need more than that. I need something with some stability, some type of something, some type of what you call it. I know the word is slipping past me, but it needs to have something besides that. I'm not getting it, and they're not giving it. So that's why I'm. Yes.
And to be honest, I feel like I'm willing to wait for the right person. And I feel like I'm going through all these, but the thing is as crazy as a lot of these situations have been, I'm grateful for each and every one of them because it's wising me up. Because I do feel like even back from when I first met you, when dealing with that dude, I was so naive. And it's just like my growth since then, and just realizing I used to think I had to settle for certain things. And I was having a conversation with a friend of mine earlier, and he was just like, aren't you glad we're at the point now where if a nigga get to tripping, it's just like, okay, bye, because they're coming down. Like, and that's the truth, because back then, growing like years ago, I didn't think that I could pull anybody else. So I didn't think I was cute enough. So I felt I had to settle for what a guy was giving me and hope something would grow from that. And it would always just end up being a sex thing. And so now at 35, very well seasoned, just like I'm fine with saying no.
Correct.
Like I will literally, and I be on these dating apps, I do, and there be certain dudes that be like, well, I don't want to show you a picture. Well, first of all, why do you think it's okay for me to invite you to my home, my peace? And I don't know what you look like. I don't know if I'm going to like you. So that means that what you're accepting is, if I'm accepting that from you, that means you accept that if you get here and I don't like what you look like, that means you're not coming in my door.
Right.
And I'll tell them that. And they either accept it or they don't. And back then I would have been like, no, I gotta take this because he likes me. But now it's like, nigga, like we in Atlanta. Like I'm a bad bitch. Like I got my own, I'm independent. I don't depend on anyone for anything. So you're a cute face with a big dick. That's a dime a dozen.
Hey, very much so. I just was having that conversation with myself the other day. Like I dated down. And the reason why I dated down is because I always was insecure of myself, even though everyone's like, oh, you're a pretty girl. You're this. I never felt that way until I've gotten older. Now that I'm in my I'm 36. So now that I feel I'm in my 30s, now I know I'm that bitch for real. And you can't tell me otherwise. When I was younger, I believed, oh, you're too dark, you're too skinny, you got them kids, ain't nobody gonna want you. No, I got my own house, I got my own car, I pay my own bills, I take care of my kids with or without the help of their fathers if they decide to do whatever they want to do. So therefore, nigga, either you in or you out. It's no more of me dating down saying, oh well, maybe I need to talk to somebody who need a little help. That way they'll stay if I help them get on. Bitch, I'm sabotaging myself. I've been sabotaging myself for years. And I had to learn this, and I was having this conversation with myself. I'm like, bitch, you've been sabotaging yourself because you've been talking to niggas that don't got shit going on, trying to help them thinking they'll stay. And even when you help them, get to where they need to be, they feel like they don't need you no more. They good. You don't help them reach a point, and they like, well, they never thought they'll be. And I'm like, I ain't doing no more of that. Ain't no more starting from the bottom. Ain't no more growing together, bitch. Maybe we can grind together, come out the mud together. No, bitch. I done been through the mud, bitch. I'm out the mud. I'm somewhere else. I'm only talking to people who have their shit together now.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not, yeah, baby. You could be that flower still growing in the mud. I'm out the dirt, hun. I'm above the dirt now.
And you know something? It's so funny you say that because
Oh my God.
I've been thinking that all year long. I've been thinking that to myself, and I've really been thinking because, especially over this past summer, I really took this summer to really kind of go into myself. Like I cut out drinking. I just started back drinking like a few weeks ago.
Me
And
too.
period. And I was just detoxing, I wanted a clear mind. I didn't smoke for the whole month of August. Like I really just wanted to just strip everything away and just deal with my shit. And because my question was to myself, why do you keep attracting these broken people, these broken niggas? And I even wrote a song about it. And it's like, why do you keep attracting this same type of energy? And it's like, it's either, okay, well, it'll be like, oh, well, I can come through, but then I ain't got this, or this. Or like, oh, or the worst ones, well, I can't host and I'm not mobile. Can you Uber me there? No. I'm like, I want a I want someone on my level. I want a boss ass nigga that got his shit together and that at least can match me. Because it's like there's nothing wrong with the roommate thing. It isn't if it's something like you're working towards, like or in an in-between state. But me personally, I want to do that's out here grinding on his own, that know how to get it, got his own place, his own car. If he don't have a car, well, why don't you have a car? Are you about to get a car? Do you just not like I need to know because I have to be picking you up and driving everywhere. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to come pick you up for our date. So I want you to come pick me up or we can meet there. And so I had to realize there were things within me that I needed to change and my mindset needed to change. I did too. I said all that to say I would date down as well. And not, especially not someone I've been like had serious feelings for, but just dating over the last year, it's like, oh, well, I think I can get him, yeah, he's cute, yeah, he's this, but it's like, no, I'm not gonna go for him because he looked like he got his, and yeah, I don't and now I had to take my mind out of that, and it's like, well, don't date down, bitch, elevate yourself then.
Correct. If you feel like you're not on the level to talk to that person, 9 times out of 10, you psyching yourself out.
Exactly.
You psyching yourself out because we would actually, and I'm gonna say we because when you say your story, Chris, I feel like that's me because I would date not broke as in like money wise, but broken people hoping to fix them, and then you be like they the person who they run to, or you save them or you help them, but no, baby, no, broken. You need to go to a therapist. I am not her. I am not the one. I'm not the one anymore. I ain't trying to help you. None of that. I help you look for a therapist, but I'm not going to be your therapist because it's too much energy. It's too much energy going into that. And then when you do help them or you do get them, they feel like they were settling for you because you chose them while they were at their worst. Now they like, well, shit, I could do better. If you decided to be with me when I was here, imagine what I could do now that you done took me to this point. That's why you decide to start showing your ass and doing all this other stuff. I don't have time.
I don't have time for that either. I absolutely agree. I feel like I always used to feel like the passing ship in the night That's what I used to call myself, like for real. I felt like I was the ship that these dudes would get on. The while it was night, the ride was tumultuous. They made it through. Then as soon as we get to the daylight, and I'm like, we made it. They like, no, I made it.
Right.
And then
Right.
they're going. And I took that. I had to change my mindset about it and had to realize, well, there's something in me that's healing first and foremost. And although I know I can be that to a person, I would rather put that energy into other people that really need help, not a partner. And so
Right.
I used to feel like I think I used to just go for the broken people, or they were just attracted to me, it felt like. And
Mm-hmm.
now at this age is I know no one's gonna be perfect, but I
Mm-mm.
don't and I'm willing to help in certain ways, but I need you to have the mind and I need you to have something. I need you to at least be on my level. And if you're not, even if you're like right under, I need you to have a plan about how you're about to get here. And
Correct.
and then like I can chill with you. I mean, we can talk. And then once you get to that, then we can build. I
Right.
used to be, because to be honest, I used to beat myself up about my first relationship because I was like, I just knew it was supposed to work out. Not my first relationship, my first marriage. Because I'm like,
Right.
we grew together. And it was like, that's what I wanted. I was like, I want someone that we grow together and we done been
Mm-hmm.
in the mud and we share all these stories and then we make it to the top and then we good and we can reflect back.
Yeah.
I always said I wanted that. But at this age, I feel like, yeah, that's cute. That
Mm-hmm.
was cute. But I want someone that you can come in, you can share your struggle with me, and I can share my struggle with you. But this is where we are now. And let's
Correct.
make memories going forward. Even
Correct.
if it wasn't like, oh, well, we struggled, we started from the bottom, now we're here. But it's like,
Right.
even if it's we started where we were and now we've elevated even further.
Correct.
And that's where I'm at.
You're right. I give you that. Everybody is not perfect. And I am willing to actually work. But like you said, baby, you need a plan. And you're gonna have to come in not just talking. Like I'm gonna have to see some type of action. And you gotta, first of all, I'm not gonna even let you know how many days you have with me, but you only have 30 with me in order for me to start seeing shit moving. Because if I don't see no wheels turning within 30 days, that's enough time for shit to shake. So
Absolutely.
within 30 days, if nothing in your plan is starting to move or go forward or show me that you're doing something, I'm gonna have to cut you off because that means that you don't really plan on doing nothing but what you're doing. And that's talking. I'm gonna need some type of action.
And I can't be stagnant with you.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
And I feel like that was one of the things I learned from my last relationship. I feel like one, there was a lot of red flags and there was a lot of things that jumped out to me. But I feel like had I taken the time to really see his action versus his words, things would have turned out differently,
Yeah.
a lot differently. And that's not to bash him, but like, it's not. I'm not trying to bash him at all. But I
Yeah.
need someone that it's just not about talk. Like he talked a good game.
They
Like
all do.
and when and he was believable at it. Like he talked a good he put that good guy face on up. And he talked a good game about goals, about all these things. He talked when I tell you he talked my fucking head off. Now thinking about it. But when it came time to putting into action, there was
Yeah.
no out there.
Yeah. Mm-mm. They be good, baby. They are silver tongued. They know the exact words to say. They have you going like you're literally going off every word. Not everybody think I'm mean. I'd be like, mm-hmm. They're like, you don't believe me? Fuck no. You can talk to the sky is goddamn green, baby. I'm still gonna go off me. You're gonna have to show me because I done been through so much. Not that because men love saying, oh, don't clump me in the category of what you done been through and don't judge me. Baby, I'm not. I'm just saying my situation has taught me not to just go off of words. You're gonna have to show me some type of action, some type of footwork, something, because if I wasn't where I am doing what I'm doing, would you still be interested in me? Exactly. So you can kind of put yourself in my shoes, and would you accept somebody that's in your state if you was in my state? Like, I really need to know, because I don't feel like you would.
Exactly. So why should I accept you?
Correct.
What is it about you and what you're saying that is supposed to make me just cave and be like, okay, I'll help you? Or,
yeah.
Like, I can't be superwoman for nobody but me.
Correct. I can't say nobody but me and mine. And listen, that's about it. That's about it.
That's it. Like, I'm sorry, I can't. It's I'm not expecting nobody to save me, and I can't save you.
And I'm not trying to be pouring that, what they say, pouring over into a cup, and you make me empty, baby. I need somebody to pour into me. Absolutely. Or can pour into each other.
Absolutely.
And can we have a even, with the Libras coming up, can we get a even scale?
Right. Can we balance the scale, please? For real. Can we balance her? Because
that's what I need.
I was always the person to, like, I always felt like, well, I'm just gonna keep pouring because I know eventually he gonna pour into me. I'm just gonna keep pouring because that's gonna make him see that it's okay to pour into me. But what they did was they were so busy just sitting there with the straw, just drinking as I'm pouring, that they taken and not given. And because I done gave so freely, you feel like you ain't gotta give nothing now.
Nothing. And you sitting here on empty, ass about to wither up and die.
Right. For real. And they be like, well, what you got an attitude for? Well, why you mad? Like,
thirsty. I'm thirsty. And I get a drink. Give me a sip of water.
A little drop, please. I'm parched. I'm just parched. For real, can you pour something into me? Can I get a drop?
Just a drip drop. Something. Baby, some people like really will never even like understand. You can tell them and they still will never get it. I mean, maybe eventually, but like I don't have time to teach anyone anymore, especially not from the ground up. You got to come with something.
How long do you feel a guy, like, so let's say you're talking to a guy, how long do you feel like should be long enough for them to know what they want from you?
Oh shit, they should know that from my rip.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not that's a question that I ask. That's one of my first questions that I ask when I'm talking to somebody. What are your intentions? Like, I don't need my daddy to come in and ask you that. Because that's how parents come, oh, what are your intentions with my daughter? No. I want to know, what are your intentions with, what's your plans? What are you on doing? Damn, if I sing to a voicemail, you gonna keep calling? Isn't that rude? No, but yeah, so they automatic, to me, I feel like if a person is that indecisive, you're not the only person that they're talking to. Because how do you not know what you want from me? What are you talking to me for? You can't be talking to me and then figure it out along the way what you want from me. You can't, because that it doesn't make sense. Like, after a certain age, I feel like that's high school.
I agree.
After a certain age, you should know what you want from a person, whether y'all just talking to be friends, you just talking to catch a vibe, or just like I said, a lot of people are dating for marriage, and then some people could just be helpmates and don't even know it. Like this person might need help because they can't pay bills by themselves. So they talking and dealing with you because you help them be able to maintain their lifestyle. So sometimes you have to figure that out. One moment, Gookie. So and a lot of people, that's the situation that's going on a lot right now, is people are helpmates and they don't even know it. Like you're with this person because you can help them keep up a certain lifestyle. Like y'all might be busting the rent down.
Right.
So if you paying half, they paying half, that's money that they could still have in their pocket, and they ain't got to blow their whole check on paying all the rent or whatever other bills y'all might be busting down the middle. It's kind of shady to say, but a lot of people won't say it. But that's how a lot of relationships are right now. Like, yeah, y'all like each other a lot, but where y'all planning on going?
I agree.
So a lot of people might not want to hear it, but yeah, you'll help me. Sorry.
Sorry.
I mean, I did it. I was with a dude, and he claimed he was my helpmate, but no, I was his helpmate because, baby, I had all my shit before you came. I didn't need you to help me bust down anything, but you came, and then I told you, well, since you're gonna be here, you need to give me half the rent, so that way I can be putting money up in my pocket because everything was already paid before you came. Right. So he claimed he wanted to be in a relationship, but no, you needed somewhere to stay. But you wasn't finna stay with me for free. The dick was good. You was good with the kids. You did everything that I asked you to do, except for when you just couldn't stop. You couldn't leave the streets alone. So I can't have that around my babies. I don't want that. So you had to go. But I was his helpmate. I chose to be his helpmate, and I did it for a good little, like maybe like 8 months, 9 months. But I was, after a while, when I seen like you wasn't pulling away from the streets, you was still there, then I needed to leave you alone, because you could be driving my car and something happened. Exactly. You could be taking my kids somewhere or picking my kids up from school and something happened because somebody see you. No, baby, we're not having that. So I helped them out for a little bit, but that was it. But we were clear with how things were. I knew we weren't finna go no further than how we was because you wasn't changing. But I also knew he needed help when his ass came. So you had a little bit, but you ain't had nowhere to stay.
Right.
So I knew off rip you needed help when you came to me. But see, that's not. I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to do that no more.
I don't either, and I agree.
Definitely invite me back so that way we can go ahead on it and get it together.
Absolutely. I absolutely will, because I've enjoyed our conversation.
Me too. Like, this was much needed. You know, I be missing you, babe.
I miss you too. I gotta come home. I'm planning. I don't know when. I don't want to say a definite on air.
Don't. It happens. I'm gonna be there. Shit.
I want to do something before the end of the year, and I need to make it home because I feel like I haven't gotten to just chill with y'all in so long. And I just feel like I haven't really gotten a chance to just come home and chill since like my birthday last year. That was like February last year.
Yeah.
So I'll text you and let you know when I'm thinking. But I definitely got to make it home before the end of the year. I do. I don't know when. I'm working on it. I'll just say that.
Got you.
Well, before we close out, you did mention to me that this is something that you would like to do. So let the people know where they can follow you, and just your socials and where they can follow you so you can get them likes up.
Instagram, my name is ShaLonda, and that's what my name is on Instagram, except for it's underscore instead of, well, it's SHA underscore LONDA, and then I think like 2 more underscores. That's so you can follow me. I do a lot of like comedy in my stories. Yeah, I be wilding. But I mean, I do want to start doing like little advice I guess like a little advice blog where people can write me and then I answer their questions for them. I haven't started that yet, but I'm definitely going to. And then I just shoot you the information and you can shout me out.
Absolutely. And you know I will. So y'all stay tuned for that. So before we let you go, y'all know your day hits different when your vibes are positive. And so I want to thank you again so much for coming on my show. This really means so much to me. I'm like,
I really enjoyed this. It meant a lot to me too.
yeah. So I love you so much. And I will talk to you later.
Bye. Bye.